On a beautiful, sunny summer day, I was sitting at my home, minding my own business, scrolling on my phone, and I kept on noticing one specific plant genus just keep on coming back to all of my For You pages, and that was Pinguiculas. Oh my gosh, what a special plant. So I went head first into that rabbit hole, and I just kept on doing the research on these plants, and at this point on I knew I gotta give those little cute monster babies a go. And I especially love the idea of Pingdom since I have made many whimsical plant arrangements, aka fairy gardens, and I thought I should give it a go. This could be a very fun project. So first, I went to look for a cute ball to thrift. Of course, I went online because that is way quicker and it's way cheaper than buying something new. And I found one perfect green dish that looked so cute and whimsical, and I thought this was made for this specific project. Then, another step was to get some plants. The quickest option I could think of was to find one to swap with on a Facebook. So I went ahead, posted on a Facebook plenty groups if anyone would be interested to swap for some plants, and that I was looking for specifically Pinguiculas, and lo and behold, we got some. And from there, everything started to pop into a plan. So I went back to my desk and I started to draw the plan. Everything went so smoothly. I had a specific plan how I want this thing to look like. So my mind was flying way faster than my hand could. But in the end, this is what I came up with. This is the project that we're gonna work on today. And today is the day we're gonna make it a reality.
The firefly in the room.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much if you're coming back. If you're new, either way, I'm excited you decided to click on this video. Yep, you heard that right. Something was up with my audio in this video and I'm so bummed up right now because I felt so inspired to make this, and of course I cannot redo this whole thing, so I'll try to go ahead and make a voiceover, which I am not the best at, so hopefully you'll still enjoy this video. I'm still gonna show you some close-ups and tell everything about it. It's just gonna be not up to date and my words won't be very choreographic with my mouth. And I'm really sorry guys. I will try to make the best out of this video and hopefully it will be enjoyable to watch. Today we have a plenty project, a fairy garden or houseplant arrangement if you will, a kingdom of pinks, and I am so excited to have so many different things prepared. And throughout last 10 days I was collecting different stuff and you already heard the story. Let me quickly show you the things that I will be working on. So today we are making Pingdom, and I am so excited because I have seen more and more plenty creators making these beautiful houseplant arrangements, whimsical and otherworldly houseplant arrangements, and I thought, you know what, I love to make fairy gardens. I think throughout my channel career here on YouTube I made over 20 different fairy gardens, and I think my first ever video was a fairy garden, so I have a soft spot for this kind of things. And today we're gonna work on new project, and this is a completely new world to me. I am a bit worried. I was putting off this kind of project because I wasn't so sure about my skills with carnivorous plants, and today is the day we're gonna give them a go. Well, technically I have these plants for over a week right now and they seem completely fine, so fingers crossed nothing will go south. But let me quickly show you the things that will go into this Pingdom. Alright, at this point I am a bit tired to make words go perfectly with my lips, so I will just make a voiceover and hopefully it will still be manageable to watch. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry guys. This is working on my nerves, you have no idea, but let's roll, let's do this. So first off, I was excited to find this beautiful emerald colored ball. This is a ball from France and it's kind of nice quality, not the best quality, it's not like crystal or something, but it's beautiful. I love the texture, I love the color, and I thrifted it online for only 7 euros, which I feel like is kind of a good deal. I also paid 2 euros for the shipping, but in the end it turned out to be a pretty cool deal. Also, I did expect it to be a little bit more larger than it is right now, but you know what? It's still gonna work. It's still a beautiful ball with beautiful texture, and it seems to be a perfect one to use as a bowl for a pingdom. It's shallow, it's cute colored, the soil won't be that visible in it, and this should do, guys. So let me quickly tell the story about the pinks and the whole swap, because it was kind of a funny story. I did not have any plans. This lady wanted to swap, so in the end we decided that I will buy her a Ferrero Rocher, which is a good choice. I love these candies as well, and we decided to meet at her house. So we went to this very fancy looking area, like in the middle of the city in Vilnius, in the capital of Lithuania. So fancy schmancy pants, and I went in there feeling a little bit shy and not in my place whatsoever. So we decided to meet her building area, and it was fenced, and I needed to wait for her to open the gates for me. And after she did, I went in there, we swapped the plans for the chocolates, everything went smoothly. And then I needed to go back to my car where my husband and Bolu were waiting for me, and that's when the problem occurred, because I was stuck. I just could not see any kind of buttons, and the fence wasn't so tall, and it was so funny because I was just stuck in there. In the end, we did figure out how to open the gates, because another resident from this area came in and she told me that there is like this metal thing next to me, like behind me, that has a little tiny button to press so the gates will open. Yeah, in the end I had the pinks I was swapping for, and I was so excited about these. So let me show you both of these pinks. They both are Mexican types that grow in the wild on limestone, cliffs, mossy rocks and cracks, and where water drains very quickly. So they are used to a little bit of a drier climate. So the pink number 1 is actually Pinguicula gigantea. It likes a bit moisture conditions, and it's so beautiful and large in comparison with the another one. It has those luscious succulent looking leaves and looks so cool, and I feel like it's gonna look fabulous in this pingdom. So this is pink number 1, and let me show you another one. This is Pinguicula assyriana, and she tolerates a little bit of a drier climate because she tends to grow on a little higher up rocks. And this one has this cute pink hue that looks so cute on it. It's a bit smaller, it's not as happy and lush, but I feel like it's gonna look fabulous in this pingdom. And then a very important task was to find a lava stone. It's not so easy to find them here in Vilnius, at least locally where I live, so I went ahead to look for them online, but the only ones I could find were kind of expensive, around 20 bucks / euros. So I asked my husband to go ahead in a couple local depot stores, and he managed to find these cool looking things. These are not lava stones, but they also tend to soak in the water, so hopefully this will be like swap for the lava rock. And if not, we can always take this whole thing apart and start over, make it more perfect and comfortable for these baby pinks. Then I went around my home to look for whimsical tiny pieces to add into this pingdom, because I wanted to give it more character and make it more personal and whimsical. And I found these cute DIY crystals that are actually made from resin. Very cute, very adorable. Also got this cute crystal mushroom that will add a little Shazam, a cute alien figurines that also will give some character to this whole thing, and a couple rocks just in case we might need them. The next very important thing was actually to find some distilled water or catch some rainwater, and since I live in an apartment building, I don't have a patio or a garden, I went ahead and just bought a simple bottle of distilled water for under €1, which I feel was a pretty nice deal. Since pinks, like other carnivorous plants, get all the nutrients from the bugs they catch on their leaves, or some fish food if you are a little bit extra, the water doesn't need to have any kind of fertilizer or minerals, and this is a perfect choice. Oh, I also have some sphagnum moss that I moistened up with distilled water as well, just in case you don't need any kind of minerals in that sphagnum, neither in water, and I felt like this is a smart thing to do. Here is a little sketch once again of how I imagine this pingdom to become. Alright, so let's go ahead and begin with potting up this beautiful thing. I'm so excited to see how the imagination will become reality, and I actually have some audio from the footage I was filming with another phone on the side of those clips you can see on the left in the bottom corner. So I will put it up right now so you can hear my thoughts at the moment as I am doing this whole thing, and hopefully it won't be very bad quality and it will be enjoyable. Okay, I feel like this is how it's going to look. Not too bad, I'm not like the biggest fan of this kind of like shape of rock, but there is like this perfect crevice where I can put a little bit of soil, a little bit of sphagnum, and I feel like this is gonna be a nice perfect thing. These pinks are actually used to grow on rocks in Mexico, so on rock crevices, for example, so they do not stand in lots of water. So at first I thought I will be putting a water here in the dish and just keeping them as they are, but you know what, we're gonna probably just go ahead and put some soil in here and keep it a little bit damp, and that should do the trick. So let's put decorations aside. Okay, so first off I want to take this large pink out of the pot, and I wanna, you know, put some of that soil over here because I don't have any more of soil. This is the only soil that came with the plant, so I feel like for this shallow, this should be kind of perfect. So first I actually have my tools with me as well, that I feel like it's gonna be very helpful. Since pinks don't have very deep roots, it should be fine. Oh, nice and easy. Oh, those are very healthy roots. Nice. Okay, so what do I wanna do? Perfect small little, what is this, shovel for this arrangement. Oh my gosh. Okay, putting that soil right there. Oh, I hope this is a perfect soil mix for the pinks. The lady said that it is, and I trust her. She seemed like a very nice lady. Kind of, I feel like this is enough. Later on I might add a bit more. So now I want to see where I want to pop this beautiful and lush Pinguicula. You know what, I feel like this spot over here is like the most naked one and should be just perfect for it to go white with its leaves to be happy. Yes, my creation is becoming to life. This is so nice. What I feel, guys, is it perfect? I actually always love to add a top layer of some kind of pebbles on top of my houseplant. Oh my gosh, on my houseplant arrangements. But with this one I don't have any yet, so later on you might see some updates on this Pingdom after, you know, I acquire some additional stuff. But for now I actually just wanted to make this as cheap for myself as possible, and honestly I feel like I nailed it because I did thrift most of the things. I mean, from the things I had on hand at home or swapped for chocolate, so I feel like I flipping nailed it. Okay, so far, how does it look? I feel like it does look beautiful from all of the sides. This is the crevice where I'll put a little bit of a sphagnum moss and a little bit of soil and plant this beautiful Pinguicula over here, and hopefully this will turn out to be the most beautiful Pingdom you have ever seen in your life. And if not, please don't say that to me. Okay, so I'm putting sphagnum like a wreath over there, so it's like naked in the middle. The sphagnum is very moist, which is lovely to work with. Okay. Maybe that's a bit too much. Yes, that's a bit too much. Okay. Abort the mission and do it all over again. I feel like that's how most of my planty projects work. It's trial and error. Okay. Still want to see the beautiful rock formation. Don't want just to fill all of the gaps with soil and sphagnum, so. Okay. So we have a little hole in the middle. I wanna put soil in there. This one is too large. Can you imagine how small that thing is? Since pinks actually don't need too much of a soil, this should be perfect. Cannot wait to put my hands on more of these plants. Okay, this one has way smaller root system, so I feel try not to touch the leaves. I feel like for now this looks kind of okay-ish. Let me see. You know, yes, later on, as they establish a little bit of roots, they will look so nice. So much more nice, since they, will position themselves more comfortably and stuff like that. But for now, I feel like we are done with the planting. And right now is a fun part, decorating. So I wanna add those cute crystals around so they will look, I mean, it's a bit difficult because I don't see the front of this whole thing. I am decorating this from the back, which is not ideal, but I feel like we're nailing it. Are we nailing it? Alright guys, I feel like we're done, and this feels so surreal because I've been planning this thing for days and it took me like under 10 minutes to make this. So it's a bit disappointing because I wanted to prolong this whole process, but I feel like it looks so flipping cute. For first ever Pinguicula arrangement / Pingdom, I feel like we did such a good job. It's very small, but it has lots of character, different colors, crystals, and just that little Shazam. So I'll show you close up right now. Alright guys, it seems like this is going to be it with this tiny little world I created. I'm sorry if the close-ups were a bit messy. I tried to do it last minute right now and my phone is overheating due to very hot weather, so hopefully it was manageable to watch. I had such a fun time making this creation. I know it's very small, I know it doesn't have like those crazy expensive things in it or crazy decorations, but all in all, I think with everything that I got under 20 bucks to make this whole thing happen, it's perfect. It's beautiful, it's small, I love it so much. I can see so many vibes, like this is a little snippet from Mars where people are not living and only aliens doing some gardening even though there are no oxygen. But let's just make our mind go a little crazy sometimes and create something like this. It's always so much fun to create any kind of fairy garden or houseplant arrangement, because not only do you just repot plants, you add your heart, you add your imagination, your taste in decorations, in plants, in everything. And it feels like always such a fun adventure to go on. The whole planning is always so much fun as well. You could tell probably from my sketch that I was putting my whole mind, my whole brain into it, and it was so much fun. I just cannot stop saying that, because even right now while editing and while my laptop is not doing too well because it's very hot, I still feel like it is so much fun. Anywho, let's go ahead and water this thing with my, what is this water? Oh my god, distilled. I'm going to say disposable. Let's water with distilled water. I have this special thing tool to water it so the soil won't go everywhere, because the stream from this tool, oh my gosh, I forgot the name. It's not watering can, but it's a smaller plantastic plastic thing, and this is perfect for little worlds like this, because while watering, once again, soil is not splashing everywhere around you and things stay compact where you left them. So very fun tool, very comfortable to use, and it gets the job done. Look at it. So, oh my gosh, okay, those the alien and mushroom figurine are not very stable. I probably should find like a little bit better spotting for them, but it is perfect. I actually can insert a picture of how this fairy garden ended up looking, because later on I found another alien figurine that I wanted to add, and right now it feels like finally this whole project came together. It's perfect, it's beautiful, and I'm over the moon. I want to make more. I'm hooked. So if anyone know any good spots where I could buy Pinguiculas or another carnivorous plants, but I do have a soft spot for Pinguiculas, so if you do know any kind of good stores that sell them, please let me know in the comments. Maybe you saw somewhere cool pots for Pinguiculas or figurines. I am so down to jump head first into this world and get to creative side of my brain, and hopefully you would be interested in seeing more of these videos as well. So please let me know in the comments, how do you feel about this whole arrangement? How do you feel about this video? Was it fun to watch? Was the audio thing bothering you too much? Because if so, next time if I'll have any kind of trouble like this, I won't bother. I'll be completely honest, it took me 6 hours to edit this almost 20 minutes video. So yeah, it's been like a working day because I did film it for about an hour, and the planning portion, oh my gosh, let's not get there. It was fun though. So if you are curious to see more, let's chat about it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I am so glad you sticked around till the very end, and if you did, leave spooky alien emojis or mushroom emojis, and I will know that you did stuck around even with some audio problems. I do appreciate you so much, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye bye guys.